Hello friends, I'm back. Welcome to Mind of Beast Stew. If you've never been here before, I'm Mind of Beast Stew, or just Beast Stew. Today we have a lot of things to talk about. I've been gone for 8 months, haven't posted on here in 8 months. Been pretty active on TikTok, just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, so that's huge. Huge. So, yeah, let's get into it. First off, got engaged to my beautiful fiance, Anna. We got engaged on a hiking trip, so it was beautiful scenery. She said yes, so obviously we're engaged. Getting married in May, short little engagement. We got engaged. I should probably know this. I'm pretty sure in October, but I could be wrong. I'm not very good with dates like that, which is unfortunate. It's one of my downfalls. Honestly, it's one of my biggest downfalls. I can't remember dates. So, yeah, we got engaged. She said yes, married in May. Also, another big change, I started a new school, which is huge. Not a big fan of change, but it's always good. It's for God's will and God's glory. So, it's been great actually so far. I'm going to school at University of Arkansas Fort Smith for business administration, and I'm specifying in investments and corporate finance. Just because I like playing with numbers, and I'd rather use other people's money than my own to move around. And I also just love seeing, you know, companies' monies increase, just looking at the equity and the backside of business. I just think that stuff's cool. And it's been really cool learning deeper about the markets and all the stuff that goes into business instead of just seeing a big business grow or a private equity business just be super dominant, which is great. I love to see the back end of it. So that's been amazing at school. I love it. Just the atmosphere, it's almost like a big high school. I don't really see a difference from really where I went to high school to my college, which is great. It really fits my personality well. I'm very introverted, which might be surprising because I'm doing these videos, but it's been great. I know I'm kind of flying through these. I just haven't done this in a minute, so I apologize. We'll get back on schedule. We'll get back right. I'm trying to be a little better with not using too many filler words. I saw Higher Up Wellness. Shout out Higher Up Wellness. Love that guy. He's been very adamant in letting people do the Higher Up Wellness Challenge where they speak for 30 days without any filler words. And I've been trying to do that, but it's hard for me because I say a lot of ums and so's and likes, which sucks. But it's also helping me just be very more articulate and show my just actual knowledge on things instead of just acting and looking dumb when I'm speaking and just being tongue-tied all the time. So, hoping this will translate into these videos. I'm sorry about everything right now because I haven't recorded a video and everything, but I'm using a webcam instead of my phone and using my computer on OBS. So, might be a little change up, might go back to the phone. We'll see how this plays. It's a first time back. So, yeah, expect to be seeing more videos like this. Let's go next to where y'all know and love where I go every time in one of my videos. It's the UFC. I'm in love with the UFC. I love that it changed over to Paramount. I love they've done away with the pay-per-views because I can never really watch them. So, because I didn't want to fork up $80 every time I wanted to see a card, like a numbered card, which stings. Because why would how would a college student be able to fork up that much money? I mean, I guess we could go to Buffalo Wild Wings, but then you're sitting there, then you got to pay for food. So I'm paying for the Paramount I'm paying for the yearly, so I paid yearly, the premium. It's been great. Love the TV shows on there. Watch Dexter. Quite good. Sorry, I'm getting off on tangents. Go back to UFC. Love it on Paramount. Big. The UFC break from, I think it was mid-December. It was before New Year's, because normally they have a New Year's card. and we haven't had any until January 24th, which is Paddy and Justin, Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title. So it's been a long break. It's really hurt a lot of, or not hurt a lot of people, but a lot of people have been really desiring UFC, which I wonder if that's what they meant to do. So it really built up anticipation for this card, because everybody are calling this card the GOAT of cards, and it's a really great card. When it's actually just like a middle of the road card. I love the fights on there, but it's not as hype as everybody's talking about. It's just we're kind of got UFC fatigue because we haven't watched it in a couple weeks. But that's my thought on the break. I think it was a good thing for promotion, but overall for the fan base, it's kind of been hard just seeing them on TikTok, seeing them on YouTube, just people not being able to watch like UFC. So, there's pros and cons to it. I didn't like it. I love watching UFC, so it's been kind of terrible. But I've got to watch RAF, Real American Freestyle, which has been great. A lot of YouTube Jiu-Jitsu, a lot of fight reruns. It's been good. Haven't gone without any combat sports. But yeah, speaking of Justin Gaethje and Paddy, let's talk about the Ilya vacates the belt. Will he vacate the belt? Honestly, I don't think so. I think a lot of people are saying that he's going to take off for longer than I actually think he will. He does have to deal with a lot of like personal issues, and so I don't think it'll really be that big of a problem. I think he might take a 6 to 8 month break, fight at the end of the year, which will be fine, because I don't know if they'll let Paddy or Justin defend their belt. I would like to see that if he's not coming back in 8 months, or at that point just vacate. I mean, I don't like to say that. I don't like when fighters vacate for non-injury related stuff. So I'd really like to see Ilya come back sooner than that, but personal issues I totally understand. So I really want to see Ilya versus one of these two guys. Honestly, I'm leaning towards Paddy winning this, but Justin's just a tough fighter. The only person that's ever really knocked him out cold was Max Holloway at 155, and Ilya knocked out Max, but that was at 145. So you kind of see, I feel like Max is better at 155, at least now when he's gotten older. He's not old, but since he's grown in the UFC, he's just gotten bigger. He's a little more muscly at 155. Doesn't have to suck himself down so far. So I think I would love to see after this, whoever wins Paddy and Justin, I think Paddy. You see Max and Paddy, or Paddy and Ilya, and then we see Max again against Ilya at 155. I think it's a more interesting matchup. I think you see the cardio of Max a little more. I think Max will be a little better in this second matchup. I think he knows Ilya's game plan a little better. So I think we might be able to see a Max and Ilya rematch maybe next year. Hopefully, if Ilya gets back quicker than we think he is, end of the year. Could be great. I'm just saying. And I've already said it. I have it written down here, Justin or Paddy. So I'm leaning towards Paddy just from what he's shown. I know he's beaten up a lot of older fighters, but he has shown pure dominance in those fights. He submitted King Green. Did he knock out Michael Chandler? I don't know, but I remember the fight being very Paddy dominant. So honestly, I'd rather see a Charles Oliveira fighting a Justin or a Paddy, or even a Max Holloway fighting a Paddy. I don't really understand the Justin getting the fight over Max, because he's knocked him out. Max knocked Justin out, and Max just beat Dustin Poirier. So it's kind of a weird situation at lightweight right now. You got a lot of contenders. And since Ilya's not there, it's been kind of a weird dynamic. So we'll see where it goes. I'm really liking a Max Holloway holding the lightweight belt at some point. That's my call. I'm calling it now, 2026. It's January 12th, 2026. I think we'll see a Max either in a title fight or holding that belt. So, yeah. My next UFC point, I think, what's next for Suga? Sugar Sean O'Malley. I think we have to look back and step back and see what Sean has done, not only just for the sport of MMA, but what his actual skill base is. Because we saw him get dominated in the second match. I think he held his own a little more in the first match with Merab, but in the second match he got purely dominated by Merab. So I think we have to take a step back and say, oh, this guy knocked out Aljamain Sterling in the first or second round. So we got to understand that this guy is good and put up numbers on Yan. Piotr Yan, who has the belt right now, which is crazy. I mean, some people give it to Sugar. Some people give it to Piotr. But honestly, watching back that match, I would give it back to Sean. I'm no expert. I've never fought MMA. I'm just a wrestler and done jiu-jitsu before. So, don't take mine with a grain of salt. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. But he's got Song Yadong, I believe, in this upcoming card. I think this is a good fight for Sean. A lot of people are counting him out just because they don't know if he's really, truly locked for this fight. I would say Sean is a little more comfortable against Song than a Umar Nurmagomedov. Just because Umar is literally purely opposite of Sean. And then you have Song Yadong. I think he's going to stand and strike with him a little more. And that's where Sean really flies. Because those little step backs, he's a real sniper with his jabs, with his overhands. I would love to see Sean get this win. And I think they might even give him Piotr if he wins. Because he's already beat him. And it's already been a huge thing that Piotr lost to Sean. And then we might see Piotr really dominated Merab, and he got beat, and Merab beat Piotr before that. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think Sugar gets the win in this upcoming card. Think we'll see him against Piotr by the end of the year, mid-year around. So, yeah. All right, let's get a little more serious. I've been really into the word lately. Really wrestling with the word and really digging in. I've been reading this book. I think it's called Tough Topics, and it's about tough topics in the Bible. And it's really opened my eyes reading that with Romans and just reading that with other books of the Bible has really opened my eyes and really showed me how I need to be as a Christ follower. So this is something that I pulled. I'm pretty sure I saw this on a TikTok video and I wrote this down. Many times, let's read the verse first. John 1:14. Let me get this pulled up. John 1:14. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory as of only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. What I pulled from this, I'm pretty sure I saw a TikTok about this. Don't quote me if I didn't see this TikTok, but this came up. I said, many times as humans we question God, not because what he has revealed to us doesn't move us or show us his will, but it's because we can't fully understand the complete vastness of the power of God, causing us to limit him in our mind, which in turn causes us to stumble and question God. Why do I say this? I feel like many times we put God in a box as Christians, and as just mainly Western Christians today. We really like to limit God and put him in a box. We see him as, oh, he's got to do this for me, like a genie in a bottle. He's got to do this for me, or I just don't feel him, or you can't audibly hear him, or you don't have the true peace, or you're going through tough times and you're like, I can't hear you, God. I think we're not seeing the true power and nature of God. God allows you to go through these trials, these tribulations, just because it is good for your growth with Him. I feel like God has revealed to us that we are to see Him in His true vastness. And I know our human mind can't comprehend that. That's why we're supposed to stand in awe of Him instead of limit Him to what we think He can only do. I think this puts us in a box with our relationship with God, causing us to not grow out of that. So I think as humans, we see God as, oh, He's just one of us. It's like what the Mormons believe, what we can be. I think we look on Him with limited perspective, and it's because we don't stand in His awe and thank Him for His true power that He set in front of us. I know I said I think a lot, but that's just what God's revealed to me. But I think we need to stand in reverence of God and just see His goodness and just see where He's leading us. What's His will? His kingdom and His glory. What is that? It's to go make more disciples. Go and tell people the gospel and tell Him what He has done for you and what He can do for them, and turn from their sinning ways to Him. It all leads back to the gospel. It all leads back to God. It's that crimson thread through the Bible. That's always what my dad said. It was the crimson thread through the Bible. And that crimson thread is Jesus. So, yeah, that's about all I got. I mean, I'm looking for a lot more to talk about. If that helped you at all, let me know. I would love to just do straight Bible podcasts, or like just sitting down and yapping like I am right now, just about the Bible, if that's what you want to see. But the Lord has really doing a work on my life and just moving me in the right direction. Even though it feels slow sometimes, and sometimes I still fall and stumbles, and I daily do. But the Lord has pulled me and drawn me and helped me grow closer to Him. So if you want to see more of that would be, just let me know. So yeah, that's all I really got. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know what you want to hear from me. Love y'all. So, yeah, that's about it. Bye, friends.